Okay. Okay, so I'm really upset. More shit just went down, hit the fan, whatever. It's like, I apologize to the best of my capacity. And I don't apologize easily, and I didn't used to apologize often. Like, you little mother trucker. His arrogance is astounding, and I get it, because I was that. I mean, I've never been that. He and I are very separate beings, but we're very similar, and we're both on the spectrum, and this little shit. This little shit. I don't want to call him a shit. I don't want to call anyone names. I just, like, what the hell? He refuses to see respect in any conversation related to his age because he sees himself as his soul age, and he will not acknowledge that his physical, biological age is also a factor. So when I acknowledge that it's a factor for me, you know, and I'm trying to be gracious here, I mean, you know, try. It's shitty, right? Whenever we try. Just fall the fuck apart. Life lesson. You like my hair, babe? No, of course you don't. So I'm gonna find a way to get okay with this, but I went out there and I apologized for yelling. Again. I had apologized the first time, and he didn't, he like says he accepts my apology, but it's kind of how you accept my apology. Did you see a shaved portion of my head? Yes, you did. Sorry, not sorry. Doing the best I can, dude. Whatever. It's like you tell people you're doing the best you can, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, nobody gives a shit that you're doing the best that you can. They're like, oh, well, if I were you, I'd do the best that I could this way. No, you fucking wouldn't. If you were me, you'd do it the fucking same fucking goddamn way. And when I don't get a chance to finish my sentences to explain myself, and people jump to conclusions and then interrupt me and then be disrespectful, good God, it's hard to lower my voice. But I had just promised, I had apologized and promised and said, I'm going to do everything I can to not yell at you again. You know, punch my sister in the face and kick her in the thigh. Was she badgering me? Was she being a little bitch? Honey, yes. Yes, you were. Love you. Sorry, I used to call you a twit, and now occasionally I do. I call my sister a bitch. I got called a bitch by my little Scorpio nephew today, so... I mean, I call myself a bitch now, so it's fine, it's whatever. But anyway, why am I apologizing? My sister's never even gonna watch this video. This is bullshit. My mind is like, you know, I do everything I can to apologize sincerely, but that takes effort, and I have to check inside myself and be like, okay, so what could I have changed? Like, if I really look closely, in what area was I not doing my best? Okay, there's like 2% in this area. Like, you know, it's like, I gotta figure out my accountability, even if it's 0.0000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000 It's just my fucking world, man. Like, and I fuck it up all the time, okay? I get it, but like, God, lay off my back, people. All of you Scorpios in the world. Sorry, baby. I'm sorry. He would be offended, and you are offended, and every other Scorpio that ever hears this would be offended that I have lumped all Scorpios into one category, even though that's the category of Scorpios, is that all of the people who are born within a certain time frame are within a category and do have certain traits. I mean, some embody them more than others, and some are more evolved than others. It's all whatever, you know? It's like, I'm a lunar lady. Kind of a bit of crazy. Didn't realize that for the longest time. thankful for every human being, mostly males, that I was dating that helped me see my crazy. Or married to, you know, whatever. What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? The point is I will find my accountability and I will take it, and I will not apologize for that little shit again until he figures out how to fucking apologize to me for real. This is bullshit. I apologize sincerely, but it's not enough. You know, it's not enough for him. It's not enough for you. That's why I'm lumping you together, and I apologize to the best that I can, to the degree that I'm capable. I can't do the math for you right now, and you wouldn't like it anyway, so it's whatever. Nobody likes my mathematics, my life-o-mathics. Nobody likes my life-o-mathics. They think I'm doing the equations wrong, but the thing is, dear, is I made it up myself, so I know. No, it's just like everybody, you know, people they apologize and they take accountability and they are aware, you know, to whatever points. Well, like, I'm always pushing past that point because I realize that we are capable of never-ending growth and alteration, you know, but like, I'm finally trying not to push other people to that point, except for, you know, my husband. If you want to be my husband, I'm going to push you, baby. I'm sorry. I'm doing everything I can not to push you because I don't like to be pushed. It's very hard. You know, you just like do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But you're like, but sometimes on Tuesdays, this is how I want you to do unto me. And then on Wednesdays and Thursdays, this is how I want you to do unto me. But then you prefer a different kind of schedule and variety. So how the fuck are we going to get through this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to get through. Oh, I talked to Christina about my fear about getting kicked out. So hopefully that got resolved. She reacted very strongly and was pretty much horrified and disgusted that I would think I was going to get kicked out over something like that. But like, I'm sorry. I've lived nearly 40 years and I mean, you know, when I was a kid, they didn't kick me out. They just locked me up. As an adult, you get kicked out, you know. And thank God I wasn't kicked out as a child. That cousin that's coming, you know, he was kicked out as a child when he was 12 for... Oh, I can't even talk about it. It's not my business to talk about anyway. It's just, he was uncovering his body. He was not uncovering his body. He was alone and he was discovering his body, and he was kicked out for exploring self-positivity. Not even kidding. Like, not even kidding. The kid was literally kicked the fuck out. And I know that happens. Like, he's not the only one that's happened to. So thank God my parents didn't kick me out. I mean, in some ways, maybe I would have been more successful. I would have had street smarts, maybe more common sense. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I would have died. Let's just imagine it went the way that it needed to go for my best and highest good. Okay. I am angry at a child. And he may be 23, but he is a child to me. And that may piss him off, and he may think that that gives him the right to judge my eternal age. He's like... Oh God, I cannot even barely handle it. How am I supposed to respect him when he says shit like that? And how am I not supposed to yell? How can you guys expect me to do this? It's literally asking me above and beyond my capacity to provide for another human being. I'm not wired, ability-ated that way. Did you catch that word? Fucking important. It's brand new. It's gonna be in all the dictionaries in 50 years. Trust me. Okay, don't trust me on that. I'm like so full of it. I'm so full of shit right now. I'm so full, I'm so full, I'm so full, I'm so constipated, baby. In my soul, in my mind, in my spirit, it. My matter is fucking shitty sewer. Swampy, mucky, 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 muck, fuck, baby. I'm so traumatized by the asinine behavior of my beloved Scorpio nephew, who's irritated that I see him as a nephew. Good God. He literally wants to be respected for his soul sparks, you know, the core strength and power of who he is in his totality. You know, the entire rage and age of all of his experiences, all of his memories, all of his beliefs, all of his everything. He wants earthly human beings to give him credit and respect for shit he's not embodying here on earth from moment to moment, millimeter by millimeter, day by day. Can't relate. I'm sure if I take enough time, but I don't know that I have enough time, you know. I'm still trying to figure out how to fucking apologize to my children without saying fuck. I mean, it's one thing for me to be raised LDS. Like, it was good for me, you know? It was good for me. Like, it kept me alive, you know? Primary songs, I was able to sing and, you know, comfort, you know, self-soothe. I learned how to be okay, locked up and alone and hungry and hurting and bruised in ways that nobody would ever pay attention because they left me in there long enough that oh God, have you seen Joker yet? Holy fuck balls, baby, you gotta see Joker. Yeah, Joker is awesome and about accountability and about collective connectivity and about how things can push you over the edge and about how, man, that shit that happens when we're kids, like it fucking, you know, feelings buried alive never die. You know, if you haven't had a chance to process, express, it's in your body, it's in your cells, in the chemical bonds that make up the matter of who you are. You know, that's why I'm so obsessed with being the cause and the matter of my own life, you know, owning my shit and accountability. That's why I get so pissed off when you act like I'm not owning my shit. I'm like, dude, like, if you're expecting me to see something I literally can't see right now, like, be patient, kind, considerate, and I will figure out how to see it. Like, trust me, learn of me, like, see me clearly, my heart, my soul, my essence, you know, everything about me. Excuse me. But, you know, you don't have patience, and that's not your fault. And I bring up the past and stuff because I think, well, that affected your brain, you know, cocaine at 14, you know, being handed it to you by someone that was a relative and trusted in whatever, to whatever degree. Like, I mean, that's kind of, how are you going to turn that down? I mean, I would have turned it down, but that's because I grew up with a very different life than you did. So it doesn't count. I just don't see any way that you could have turned it down. And there's so many other factors. And, you know, you've got to remember, I studied for 15 years. I mean, on my own with no degree, whatever. But, like, I use library books and have this relationship with words and books and language that is, it's really interesting. And the way that it was forged is so fascinating because of my experiences. And, I mean, the fact that I'm on the autistic scale, God, wouldn't it be great if there was like a medical, you just stand on something and it would just like measure and calibrate all these things inside of you and you get like a full body scan of your brain and all these things, and they just do that for everyone who's autistic ever. And, you know, just compare and notice the similarities and distinctions and differences. And if I could get my hand on that data, not that there's even a machine that exists that with what's in my mind. I mean, maybe there is. I don't fucking know. Fuck. fuck, how am I gonna grow? I mean, I'm not gonna get kicked out, so that's good, but like, good God. And she's like, you've got to stop. And I'm like, hey, honey, 40 years of experience of being shut down or kicked out because of my emotions. Like, it's, you know, and family is, I mean, I got taught growing up, you know, blood is definitely fucking thicker than water. And I was water, and others were blood. Now, what I also didn't realize was that they were still going through the same disadvantages as I was. They just looked different, you know, because they were painted different colors or whatever. Just like me and you were so the same. We're so different because our experiences are different. Our physical frames are different. Our capacity, strengths, limitations. You know, your background and history shaped you a certain way. Mine shaped me a certain way. I'm a bit of a more spiritual bent. You are a bit of a more physical bent. You've never learned patience because you have always had stuff in your system that has caused you, and I'm not trying to throw it in your face, my love. I don't mean to be hurtful ever with that, ever with that. And I know that it has been hurtful because you have lashed fucking back at me, and whoa, what a mind fuck. But that's okay. I mean, I'm used to being fucked in the mind. I am accustomed to mind fucks. And, you know, we got to find a way to make it not unhealthy, you know, because, like, God, it's been so unhealthy. But that's not your fault and it's not my fault. It's just that now we got to take accountability because that's the way this world is. Your parents fuck you over on accident to whatever degree of on purpose because they're immature, unintentionally, you know, juvenile, selfish. They're in pain. They won't admit it. They act like they know what they're doing and they don't. So they're walking around pretending like they know what they're doing. And then they try to make us be some way we can't even literally, physically, possibly, mentally, emotionally, spiritually be. They're trying to make us be something that fixes something in themselves, you know, to whatever capacity, to whatever degree, you know, whatever. That's not the only thing that happens, but it happens too often. And it happened to me and it happened to you in various ways. And they're dealing with their own relationships. And I mean, I can't have that anymore with me and you for my kids. Fuck, you know. My eldest is turning 18 on Friday. All I know about her is she's beautiful, whether she feels that way or not. Inside and out, whether she's acting that way or not. She is loved and she has the power, but she doesn't know it. And all I really know about her is she's intelligent and amazing and she has a presidential scholarship somewhere. Great, yay, wonderful. Like, that's nothing. I planned on, like, flying her to India for her 18th birthday and getting her ears pierced in some beautiful, holistic way with some amazing earrings that were pounded out by somebody by hand. And God, there's just too many stories. But you know, and I let go of that many times over, especially because she got her ears pierced when she was a child. So I let go of it. But, like, there's so many things I haven't been able to process through or be happy about or figure out how to apologize to her or them or anybody for. And then every day, something else happens that I feel like I need to apologize to another human being for. And I'm like, good God, I'm sorry. What can I do? You know, to help other people feel loved. Like, I can't. I don't have it in me. So then I'm working on my own self-love so I have more to give. But, like, why is it always me? Totally just drop that. Which is not cool because it's a really old book. And yet another thing I need to apologize to someone for. And then, you know, the Scorpio sun wants more apologies, and he wants me to change my behavior and my ways so that I can fit and show him respect. They're literally impossible. And I know this for nearly 40 years. And I try to explain to him that it's harder for him to understand and be okay. Oh my God, the time. I have to hang up. This is bullshit. Oh, I can't live like this. Yes, I can. Yes, I motherfucking can. Because I'm going to stay alive for my children. No matter fucking what. And all I need to stay alive is keep fucking breathing powerfully, because nothing else is count-onable except for my own choice to breathe. Okay. Okay. That. I can count on that. I gotta go. I love you. I'll probably do another video but I'm gonna try to go and calm down while this is loading on my own without talking to another human being. And get over my own shit and figure out how to keep walking away, you know? Yay, yay, he's helping me learn how to walk away from you in the future. This is wonderful. Okay, I gotta go. I love you. I love you. I fucking love you. I'm literally almost incapable of loving people anymore, or even of loving myself. I'm doing everything I possibly can. I'm being depleted by selfish little shits who don't want to be accountable. So then I gotta figure out how to be more accountable in whatever area, so I can overcome whatever needs to be overcome, so I can have healthy relationships with myself and other people, so that my children can someday know that they're loved. And maybe so we can hug and be together again. If I can figure out how to do that, feel safe. Come in.
Hey. Are you okay?
No, but I will be. I'm recording and I went over time, so I can't share it with Joey, which is fine because it was probably too personal and whatever. But like, ouch, fuck, damn. I am so fucked up.
I hope you do.
I hope I can have it. I hope, yes, thank you.
Anyway.
It looks wonderful.
Yeah.
It feels like I can probably...
Well, anyway,
I love you. I know I wouldn't have been so triggered. And it wouldn't piss me off so fucking bad that he wants his ancientness acknowledged, but he doesn't want to fucking acknowledge our anything on earth or our ancientness.
I know, that's why I keep reminding him, you're not the only one here.
Yeah.
You're not the only one here.
Yeah.
That's what I keep saying. I'm like, you're not the only one here.
Yeah. And you're not the oldest one here either, baby.
No, we're all
God
old.
fucking damn.
Yeah. But we're all old in some aspects.
We could be fucking twin fucking flames, your son and I.
Right?
We could be twin fucking flames for all he knows. We could have been intellectualized or intelligentified or energy issued.
I'm sorry we haven't
at
been
the
able
same
to get
time.
this done, but it's
I
coming.
know.
It's coming.
I know.
Do you see? I have to have somewhere to put it. So
I know.
just one step
It's
at a time.
Tetris, honey. It's Tetris, and you're doing a fucking fantastic job. And my arms are going numb, and my legs are going numb
Shit.
on an hourly, and it has been since before all this shit happened. But now it's like I'm barely, you know. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop processing this out loud. I'm gonna stop talking.
Stuff?
Which stuff? Which part? Which what do I?
The dark.
The one you gave me today?
Yes.
Yes.
Where is that?
That's a good question, and I know the answer. I think it's over there. I think that's as far as I could make it.
Because I was like, oh, there.
Yeah, if I put that on my wrist, do you think? Or
Take a dab of that and rub it on your body.
Okay. What if I put some in my mouth too? Is that good or bad?
I would say be really careful.
Oh, because it's
I
so
don't know.
intense.
Yeah, I just
It's
don't
so
know.
strong.
You know what I mean?
Because
like,
we ate the butter you gave me and Joey.
Yeah, but that's
little
different.
bits at a time.
Well,
little bits, because it was so strong
yeah.
and wonderful.
Well, go ahead. You know what
I
you
just
need to do.
need to know what's.
I say put it on your skin.
It smells
Put
a
it on where
little.
you're pain.
Is that just skin? That smells only for skin to me too.
Yes.
Okay.
It's for
Okay.
your skin.
Okay, then I
Please
didn't
don't
even
eat
need to worry about it.
Because I have some that you can eat if you want some.
Yeah, and I'm being able to, but you know what? At some point, I'm gonna need help chopping them up into little tiny pieces. I can't fucking do it. I can do it. Oh, the little. Sorry, my mind is everywhere.
I'm like, chop what up? I don't know what else.
You do so much and give so much, and you're such a mother, and you're so patient. And then I try to, you know, help your patients be honored. And then I just blow up this whole thing. And then I'm like, oh, I can't handle it. Gotta walk away. Good luck, Mom. Dealing with your selfish little shitty moment that this is happening. And he's not that person, but he's acting selfish and shitty, right?
Well, I remember having
Me
that
too.
consciousness.
Me too.
And before I even left,
Me too.
Guess what he said?
That's why I was just saying I'm older than you, so it's easier for me to.
Guess what he says? I'm standing there. He goes, "You guys have no clue what's going on. None of you know." He goes, "None of you guys know what's going on." And I gave no attention to it. Just walked into the other room.
That's why I felt bad, because I'm like, I'm trying to help get Damien and the whole the holistic.
I know.
And I know, and I told my mom. I said, Mom, he's autistic. He's doing to her what I do to you, but to a greater degree, because he's also like Joey. So he's like, me being autistic with you the way that I am, but then add Joey, an immature Scorpio to it. And I said, and I try to help, and then it explodes, and then I can't even handle it, and then you know, and I'm like, how am I supposed to help Christina?
It's about energy.
You haven't eaten yet, have you?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I always forget that you haven't eaten.
I give you first because
I know. I wish you'd eat first, but I understand.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get everyone to stop to eat. It's lucky that I even made food, but I haven't eaten anything all day. I was like, oh, I better eat, or you know.
I know.
And I look at the food in the fridge, and I'm like, I don't really feel like that, but I do feel like making something that is together. Oh, what? Is it wrong?
I don't like the way that feels.
Well, then let's just throw it away.
No.
I mean, throw it in something else. Let's use it for something else.
Okay, I don't want to touch that again. Just plain how it is.
Yeah,
like if we added, you know, or made it the texture, but it feels like I'm literally sticking my finger inside a big someone's sinus infection. I just stuck my finger in someone's sinus infection and thought, that'll be healthy. I'll just rub it all over my wrists.
Isn't.
I know, but like texturally, that's what just happened. And you know how that feels when you're like...
It may, you know, just see how you feel.
Okay.
Because...
It might be worth the sinus infection feeling someday later.
Yes, and it may not. You let me know.
Okay.
You tell me. Because if it starts to feel itchy, put some of this on it.
Okay.
And then...
I'm not so concerned about itchy, but
because
it's that just that mucus feel where I'm like, oh good God. That quality.
Settlement in it, and that might be part of the mucusy
feeling.
Is because if there's the more settlement that's in it, that's what actually starts to break down. Like if you have less settlement than that, it's more preserved. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know what you're saying either, because my brain doesn't understand enough of... Okay, you eat and take care of you, and I love you, and I
love you too.
I'm going to work on not apologizing as much.
Yeah, you're all right?
In what way? I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was trying to tell him that I'm older than you, honey, so I'm sorry. Because I think it's harder for you, and I love you, and he wouldn't let me finish it, and then the H thing, and I thought, fuck you.
Yep, there's just some
Fuck you. If you want this to be about you being older and having more respect and me disrespecting you, go ahead, honey. You have that for tonight. I'll walk away.
Listen,
but then I feel bad again. Some things, yes, and I'm so grateful to him for helping me, because he's teaching me about other people and other things too.
Yeah, well, and these are the perceptions, is why war continues.
Oh God, yes. Well, because I want to smack his motherfucking little face.
He's so justified in his, you know, in his perception. Like, oh well, no.
But it's not about justification.
Gone through
you know how justified Jesus was? You know how justified Jesus was, that he didn't need to be fucking doing whatever, and he chose to honor everything else except for justification. He chose to honor mercy and grace and the atonement and whatever. River has that capacity. River's so on par with Jesus fucking Christ.
I know. Well,
God fucking damn, that little arrogant... Okay, I gotta...
The thing is, it's okay because...
I know, it's just he reminds me of me.
Yes. That's what I'm
and then I want to do the same thing back to him that he's doing.
I know. Well,
I'm like, oh, you think I'm judging you?
Yeah.
Well,
let
let me show you some judgment, you little poop. But that's not gonna be helpful. No, because he's only, he sees what he sees.
And I was like, wow, you just put a wedge between us. He's like, you know, I'm like, oh my God, this is what I am when I'm raw. And I'm in my fire. I'm like, no, this is not the same thing as what I feel like it is. This is us pretending.
When he said he was expanding and this is how he expands, I'm like, honey, it's not expanding to be selfish when your mom, or to have an attitude.
No, and I was telling him that
when
you're doing the opposite of that, of what you're saying. So I'm like, that's why, can't you see that I'm telling you it's about your energy? We're about matching energy here.
And we're not here to have raw power. Like, that's one of the things that I said in one of the... I said, you can't expect to be in your raw power and burn down the forest and have everybody be like, oh, wow, I'm going to honor and respect you, Thor.
Yep.
It's not the fucking way it works. God, I love that kid. I motherfucking love that kid.
Well, that's why I have to be so careful. Like, I don't talk about age. I don't talk about...
And I refuse not to acknowledge it because it is a factor.
That's fine. But listen.
When I'm apologizing to him and I need to say to you,
Yeah.
this is harder for you than me, and I apologize for not being more adult.
Exactly.
Because I've lived longer on this earth than you, and he doesn't even have the whatever to hear me out and accept that, and then he has the nerve to insult my age, my eternal, all accumulative crediting age. Bullshit, boy.
Well, when that happens, see, I always look at...
God, I gotta find a way to be just more graceful and mothering and honoring of him, but also...
To me, I just look at what they're saying, okay, what he's saying to me, and I match it with what they're doing. Because... See,
I do that sometimes, but then...
There's a difference between saying something and doing something.
And he's not embodying the...
Exactly. So I'm trying to help him see it.
Me too, it's just...
And it's really hard. He is slowly getting it, but it's
hard.
You know, it's strong because my dad was a lot like him.
Yeah.
And I realized my dad was like telling,
don't enter this conversation right now, Douglas, unless you have something to say that's really honestly going to shift my body.
Right. So
like,
Dad,
do you have an awareness that's going to help embody all of this?
So remember, if you did have parents, Dad, okay,
go talk with River, Douglas.
Well, the thing is the only reason why is because there's a signature pattern match that we all
need to embody
share.
Now, yes.